list of all the Milwaukee Bucks team in every era. So, very specifically speaking, it's related to franchise I've done. It's not really every actual era of Milwaukee Bucks basketball. But basically, I'm a Milwaukee Bucks fan. What to do, Buckaroo? How you doing? And today, I'm gonna go over the franchises that I've done, and I'm gonna sim one. So all of these teams are teams coming off winning a championship. We're gonna sim the year and then see if they win another one. And if they don't, then we're just gonna play at least one game with each team just to like enjoy what was created. So right here we got the Jordan era, we have the Bird era, we have the Kobe era, we have the Braun era, we have the Curry era, and then we have the modern era. So just to give you a quick recap, in the Bird era, we drafted Michael Jordan and we won a championship. In the Jordan era, we signed Larry Bird in free agency and won the championship. In the huh, it's the Kobe era after that. Well, anyway, in the Kobe era, we drafted Braun. In the Braun era, we drafted a combination of great players. Same thing with the Curry era. Curry actually left the Warriors in the Curry era to go to the Bulls. Don't ask why. He was on some Jordan era shit, I guess. And then in the modern era, the original goal was to trade Giannis for Cooper Flag because we wanted to do. The title of the videos were winning a championship without Giannis because in every era before the modern era, you don't get Giannis. But in the Curry era, I still drafted Giannis anyway, and I put together a championship team, and they ended up being pretty good. So we're gonna play it as is in each era. I'll just give you a quick recap, really quick, and then we're gonna actually go from first to last of the franchises, and see how many championships we win out of the six. We're not guaranteed to win championships because the 2K7 could favor somebody else or another team. Injuries could happen, but anyway, this team includes keeping Sidney Moncrief. We drafted Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I don't know, someone called him that one time. I don't know if that's his actual name, but we drafted, one of the goats, of course. We kept Paul Pressey. We moved him to backup shooting guard. He sometimes plays some small forward. We traded for Bernard King during the offseason. That was our post-winning a championship move. Go get another dominant player to add to our team to try to win another ring. Junior Bridgman stays in Milwaukee. A point fading wizard apparently, but he's off the bench. We traded for Cliff Robinson. He was putting up some good seasons and getting a lot of rebounds, and I figured we needed a forward who could do that. We drafted Kenny Walker in the draft. In this past off season, we drafted Manute Bol the year prior, and we traded for Ralph Sampson. When I first started this franchise, in my head, I wanted to build around Ralph Sampson. He was the guy in my head I wanted to go get. We were able to keep Sidney Moncrief and draft Michael Jordan as well. So a very cool team we put together here. Um, we around the trade deadline, if we have any injuries, we have some draft picks. We'll figure it out if we're gonna do more stuff or not. Let's get into the next one. Then we have the Jordan era, where we actually beat Michael Jordan's Bulls a decent amount of times. We drafted Shaq. That was our big move. We drafted Shaq. We also drafted Vin Baker later, let him play backup center. We went all out in the offseason. We traded Horace Grant and Brian Grant with essentially every first round pick we had to try to go get Kevin Garnett. He is, apart from Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kevin Garnett is my favorite player of all time. So I knew I was going to go all out to do it. This is going to be a part two. In the first video, I'll show all the trades I made to put the teams together during the off seasons. But basically, I go all in for Kevin Garnett. That's all you really got to know. We draft Jim Jackson. We keep Dennis Scott. Well, we draft Dennis Scott and we keep him around. We drafted Penny Hardaway. And then we also drafted Jason Kidd and we traded for Hershey Hawkins. So Hershey Hawkins is going to be a crazy good six man. Jason Kidd's in line to get a lot better. And we do the Penny Hardaway and Shaq, but instead of putting them on the Magic, we keep them in Milwaukee. Um, but yeah, that's essentially what we did there. I wonder if I can show the trade that I did. Yeah, trades. Can I show that pick for Garnett? Oh, there it is. Yeah, we traded Horace Grant, that Sixers pick, that other pick, a second round pick, another second round pick, and Steve Kerr. And both of those first round picks were 3-star picks, by the way. So it was Horace Grant, two 3-star first round picks, 2 seconds, and Steve Kerr, who I originally wanted to keep as a good bench piece, but that didn't happen. So here's the trade we made prior. We traded Brian Grant and all these first round picks to go get the second pick of the draft because Kevin Garnett was marked second. He ended up going first to the Knicks, and then I traded to the Knicks and I offered this package. So we gave up all this stuff for that pick, and then that pick plus the rest of the stuff for Kevin Garnett. It was a lot to give up, but I mean, even for 1 year of Garnett, I'm gonna enjoy playing with him and doing that. Hopefully, he stays healthy. Okay, so then next season, I believe is the Kobe era. I believe. Unless I'm forgetting an era, I'm pretty sure it's the Kobe era. But anyway, we drafted LeBron James. So we got Yao Ming. That was pretty cool. We signed Greg Ostertag as a backup center in free agency. We had to trade. We had to trade one. We had to trade somebody, and then we moved Chris Wilcox from backup center to backup forward. Even after getting Jakar Dampier, who I don't really know anything about, or if he's even real, to be honest. Jermaine O'Neal. Besides being a Bucks fan, the only other team that I really kind of have a love for is the Pacers, and I grew up really liking Jermaine O'Neal. So I was really happy to create a team that had Jermaine O'Neal on it. Obviously, Braun's the greatest player of all time. Raja Bell, we moved him from shooting guard to small forward. We drafted Tony Allen in this year's draft. I figured some extra defense off the bench couldn't hurt. Plus, we have a multitude of scoring as it is. So, you know, between LeBron James, Michael Redd, keeping him in Milwaukee, and then we actually remade the Ray Allen trade. We traded Ray Allen. We ended up getting Gary Payton. I don't remember if I traded Ray Allen for Gary Payton or if I traded Ray Allen for a bunch of other stuff, and I just so happened to sign Gary Payton. I forget which route I went with it, but Gary Payton's here. We signed Derek Fisher in free agency, and we drafted young Sebastian Telfair. So that's a pretty good-looking team, actually. Like, as you can see, all these teams in the eras they're in are just, they're pretty much, they should be championship competitive teams. And if they lose in the playoffs, they lose in the playoffs. But they're coming off championship wins of the result of me just simming and not playing games. I feel like if I play games, I'd win more. But I'm only going to play a very, very last possible game. So if my team's going to miss the playoffs, I'll play the last game of the season just to get a game in with them. If they're going to make the playoffs, any elimination game, I'll jump in just to get a little gameplay with the team and see what I like using. That's essentially how I'm going to do this because I got 6 teams to get through. And then you've got this Milwaukee Bucks where we drafted AD, we traded for Brooke Lopez, we traded for Tyrese Thomas. So Tyrese Thomas in this universe was putting up like 15 and 15 a game at one point, and I was like, I need that. Okay. Alright, my left trigger doesn't want to work sometimes, so we're going to go this way. Progression, relationship. There we go. Like I saw this, he was getting 14 and 14 a game, he was getting 12 and 12 a game, and after seeing all that, I was like, he would be a great fit. Being that big man, just go get us a bunch of rebounds. I think he was doing a good job. He put up 13.4 points per game last year. Got us 11 rebounds, 2 assists. Got us stealing some blocks. Like he was playing like a center and he's hitting threes. So Tyrese Thomas in this world was playing phenomenal. We drafted Jokic. Obviously, as you can see with all these centers we had, I didn't want Tyrese Thomas coming off the bench, so I just moved Jokic to the backup 4. We're letting Giannis play the 3 behind Chris Middleton, who in this universe at the moment is a higher overall than him. But then again, I feel like even like when 2K back in the day, pretty sure Middleton was a higher overall than Giannis. Middleton, when he came from the Piston, when we got him in a trade, he was like, at first he was like a 60, then he became like a 70 something, and Giannis was like a 60. So I guess that still holds true to its own. We had J.R. Smith, who we were playing as a vet. He was doing really good for us at one point. I mean, he still is doing good, but we had him as a starter, who was putting up like 23 points per game, shooting really good splits. We drafted Kyrie Irving. We drafted Damian Lillard. We traded for Drew Holiday. We signed Chauncey Billups as a veteran off the team. So there was a lot of like what if scenarios we put together. Like the Damian Lillard Giannis is the freak time. We have John Henson. Bring him back to Milwaukee. We drafted him. We had the Brooke Lopez, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, Giannis team that won the championship created, but like we had the players early. And my name is Saj, so I picked up Taj Gibson. We bring J.R. Smith and Kyrie back together. We give AD a team where he is Kyrie, which was like a rumor for him, but there was like a thing that teams wanted to do. So I think we just kind of make history come alive there. Okay, let's see. Let's get to the next one. Then we got the Curry era. The Curry era. This is an amazing team. Curry went to the Bulls. We moved Giannis to center. We have Sabonis, who's my other favorite center in the league. We made him well, he's my favorite center in the league currently because Giannis obviously isn't a center. But we have Sabonis to back up Giannis. We have Tatum running the four. Kuzma. We drafted Kuzma. We actually bring Kuzma back, and he's a backup four. We have a young Sengun who we just drafted, made him a backup four. Luca is our starting three with Anthony Edwards to back him up before Anthony Edwards becomes juiced. Um, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, we actually just traded for this offseason as well. I don't remember who we gave up for him, but we gave up, I think it was Miles Turner. We kept Miles Turner originally, but we ended up trading Miles Turner and we got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. We also got Tyrese Halliburton, one of my favorite point guard in the NBA currently, next to Damian Lillard. We had him play the two. We have Jalen Brunson as the backup one, and then Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas was averaging 30 points per game, and I didn't want to have to go through that, and I had an opportunity to trade for him by giving up, I think it was like a big contract and like the second pick of the draft or something. And I also was thinking like how to use a guy like IT. That was for the Tyrese Thomas thing came to mind. It's like, okay, if you're gonna play in these eras, you want to get a chance to use different guys because as you do franchise, you're using the same ascending talent every time, or the same players that teams are building around. Like for example, if you do a Piston franchise, you're using Cade and maybe potentially using Jalen Duren. You know, there's not really like a chance to go back in the day and just have like some old player just be great. But anyway, this was the most recent one we just did, and we actually won the championship in game four. Five, no, sorry, game five. Was it five or six? It was either five or six. I actually played the whole fourth quarter, and I had a good time. We have Jalen Duren at center. Porzingis is the backup five, who in this universe has been relatively healthy. Derek Queen was your championship MVP, doing a little bit of everything. We drafted Abraham Guam, Maker Bowl. We signed Namies Keita, to which he deal. So that's some depth on our roster. Isaiah Evans originally hated us, but decided to resign. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, we opted to trade AJ Green to the Hawks with a pick to go get Nickeil Alexander-Walker for some scoring depth. Cam Booster, we moved him to small forward with all our big men, and it ended up working out great. Ryan Rollins has been essential to the team, as well as AJ Mitchell off the bench. Keon Ellis there for the defense. We traded for Jeremiah. So we traded for Jeremiah Fears, Derek Queen, and Zion Williamson in the first year for Giannis Thanasis and Torian Prince. And then when we did that trade, we developed Jeremiah Fears and Derek Queen, and then we traded Zion originally for Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams from the Thunder, and then we flipped Jalen Williams for Duren and I think a pick or something on that lines. So Fears has become an absolute beast. Obviously, his scoring numbers aren't incredibly high, but keep in mind how many other scorers he has on the team, so nothing at all to be upset about. And Dylan Mingo playing incredibly efficient, a guy who we could really develop and do something with if we wanted to, but considering the fact of how good and young this team is, there really isn't a reason to do that. The only guy who's on my radar right now to go get back is maybe Bobby Portis, so I'm going to assume the Hawks didn't pay to keep. I they did. Can I go find Bobby? Hey, look, it's AJ Johnson. I heard a do. Giannis out because of rest. Okay, see that I'm perfectly fine with. That's nothing at all to be stressed about. Okay, so Bobby Portis signed somewhere clearly, or his overall just went down like astronomically. But I mean, I know we just won a championship, but if we're gonna potentially win another one, I want to see if I can go get my boy Bobby back. He may have retired. I don't know. I traded him to the Hawks. Oh, there he is. He's on the Celtics on a one-year deal. Are they allowed to trade Bobby yet? Because if so, I want to bring him back immediately. I'll give up Keon Ellis and picks. Oh, he's your starting center? Okay, he can't be traded until December 17th. But anyway, I'm going to try to bring him back. I'm going to presume the Hawks. It looks like the Hawks flipped AJ Green. That's what it looks like. Zach used to say he's been getting really good in these Sims recently. I will say I've seen him be like surprisingly better than you would expect for a number of teams. All right, let's see, and then let's see where Green's at. In case we can bring him back. AJ Green is still making $12 million on the Rockets. Nice. Wow. I don't know why the Rockets signed him to that contract. I don't really care. All right, so now that we have the idea of what each team is, that was 15 minutes in. That's just a little recap. I'm gonna get started and actually playing the games now. I plan on doing this exact same sequence for the Indiana Pacers, but then after that, I don't think there's another team I care to do this for. Because when 2K comes out next year, um, I think rebuilding the Bucks future-wise is gonna be interesting, presuming if they do trade Giannis this offseason. Because I will say one thing of being a Bucks fan, and like from a general management standpoint, from what I've seen, is like they've always made moves obviously to build around Giannis. You know, he's your franchise player, he's your best player in franchise history. Um, so you would always we would never draft high after the first like I would say after like the first 3 4 years of Giannis, we haven't like drafted incredibly high. You know, we had some lottery picks like we had like Thon Maker, and then we had some picks just out the lottery like Dante DiVincenzo, DJ Wilson, and what have it. But it's gonna be like one of those first times going forward where we're actually like looking to get young talent and develop them. There's a lot of great young players in the league, like guys like Ace Bailey. Like I was watching the Bucks and the Jazz play yesterday, and Ace Bailey was just so fun to watch, even though he didn't put up like the craziest of numbers. It was just enjoyable. But anywho, so this is the Milwaukee Bucks team we're working with here. We're gonna start with this one first. Let's check out the rotation. We're Roderick King, Sidney Moncrief, Michael Jordan, Bernard King, Cliff Robinson, Ralph Sampson, Paul Pressey, Manu Bol, and Kenny Walker, followed by Junior Bridgman. The backup point guard play doesn't exist. I drafted Harold Pressey. I don't know if he really needs to play or not. I, I mean, what I potentially could do is move Paul Pressey to backup one. Junior Bridgman could rock backup two, and then Paul Pressey backup three. Not Paul Pressey. The other Pressey. Harold Pressey. Oh, Presley. Oh, his name's not Pressey. You're Pressey and he's Presley. But anyway, you can rock some backup one. Junior Bridgman can rock some backup two, and then Harold Pressey can rock him backup three. That's what I'm thinking. I just don't want to risk the injuries of guys like Michael Jordan. I don't think Don Nelson's a real coach, but quite honestly, I don't know this era. I was not alive. I wasn't born until 2001. So with all due respect, this we'll fuck with the tendencies a little bit. Michael Jordan should be taking damn near every shot. Ralph Sampson, keep him up there. Bernard King, keep him up there. And everyone else in the roster, like they're cool to take some shots every once in a while, but I don't really care if they take a lot or not. Bernard King, he's a 20 point per game scorer. He should be taking shots, especially if he shoots 60% from the field. Ralph Sampson, you doing your thing, I'm happy. And then Sidney Moncrief, a little less scoring, but again, when you got a guy who's taking all your touches, naturally speaking, it's going to be a little bit harder. So we'll sim the year. I mean, this is a very good team, as you can see. The first L we take is to Clyde Drexler. Actually, that's probably not true. Oh, it is Clyde Drexler. Okay. Okay, I was just confusing myself. But anyway, we beat the Michael Jordanless Bulls. We lose to the Mavs by one. Okay. Like obviously, you could look at this team and say, yeah, this is going to be a good team. Lose to the Pistons. Okay. I'm just evaluating our losses. Right now, it seems like we're pretty healthy. I'm not seeing anything to suggest. Okay. I'm gonna stop this situation. Take a look at the stats. See if we need to make any moves going forward. Manu Bol is hurt, but he'll be back. It's a day-to-day injury. Seems like everyone on the team's pretty happy to be here. Michael Jordan's putting up 23 points per game, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and almost 2 blocks. Shooting 33% from 3. Nice. Moncrief about 16 points per game, and he's hitting his threes. Nice. Now Samson about 18 points per game, a little less in the rebound category, but the blocks are still there and the steals are still there. Fantastic. Bernard King has a lot of other people scoring around him, so the dip to 18 points is perfectly reasonable. Paul Pressey's doing perfectly fine at the backup one. We're gonna keep him there. Cliff T. Robinson, sub 50%. Don't love it, don't hate it. New Bowl, despite being 7'6", is apparently struggling at the basket, being 33% scoring. And then you got young Kenny Walker out here, who's putting up 11 points per game, 5 rebounds. Not doing the best defensive work, but he's there. Junior Bridgman, and then the rookie shooting about 50%, getting some assists, some rebounds, some points, just touches every once in a while. Hi. Do we have anything of value pick wise? No, those picks can get traded. I just wonder, just for the lulz. I wonder what it could get traded for. I don't know. I was curious. This is the last year I'm doing, but again, out of respect to my boys, if they want an extension, see, 1.5 may sound like a little bit, but keep in mind Michael Jordan's making 850K, so he wants good career money. Like Ralph Sampson's making 1.7, so you can, for this time period, he's asking for a pretty hefty change. But being one of the Milwaukee Bucks' best players of all times, a guy who I never really got to watch, obviously, I'm gonna give him his money. I want to just for like interest sakes, I want to see like what kind of trades exist. Like I don't really need to make any moves, but like the idea that I could just go get Jim Paxson, who's putting up 20 points per game on Golden State for Sidney Moncrief, and get a good pick, and all I have to do is give up Junior Bridgman. Like that's actually not even a terrible trade. I'm not going to do it, but it's not terrible. I don't really need a backup center, because I have my new Bull, and then I have this. I already have a like Paul Pressey could just play the starting two if I were to make that trade. Did I see Larry Nance? I like once upon a time was thinking I wanted Larry Nance, but nah, not for Sidney Moncrief. George Gervin, young, well, not really young, but 34-year-old George Gervin, an amazing scorer, absolutely amazing player, and get that pick. George Gervin would be so cool to get. I just don't think I don't want to give up Sidney Moncrief, but if I can get George Gervin for our last year, I might actually make that trade. The Cavs are going to offer us their great pick. They'll give us Norm Nixon, who's on a 3-year deal, but who's not nearly as good as Paul Pressey, in my opinion. So we're not going to do that. I'm interested in a George Gervin trade. I really wish I could trade my picks. I would offer all of these picks, along with would they trade me George Gervin for Kenny Walker? That's not really a trade I need to make, but I can give them 2 players. Yeah, I don't think I can make up the money. Unless there's like one of my bench players that I can somehow just trade for like a first round pick, then maybe like could I package him in a second for a first somewhere? That's a more valuable second round pick, but okay, just don't offer the second then. Mm, we're trying. We're gonna see if we can get the assets to go get another player. Stuck with you, Tom Tucker. Isn't Tom Tucker the weatherman from Family Guy? He is. Just noting that. Okay. I mean, I'm willing to deal Harold Prezi for that first round pick right there. If we can make a little 3-team deal happen here. Go talk to the Spurs again. I'm not gonna turn off the what year did the Stepien rule become a thing? Because the Stepien rule was definitely not a thing at this period of time, at least to my knowledge. When did the Stepien rule become a thing in the NBA?
The Stepien rule emerged in the NBA in the early 1980s.
Oh. 1982. Oh, wait, hold on. That didn't become a rule till the 80s. Ah, motherfucker. Never mind. This is the 80s. Damn. Alright, you got me there. I thought I could get away with getting rid of the Stepien rule. That's unfortunate. Okay. Go find a team that's going to give me that pick. Clippers. Alright, let's go talk to the Spurs. Got Patrick Ewing, got John Stockton. I want George Gervin. You're going to get that pick. You're going to get Paul Presley. I'm going to get this dude. Okay. Then we throw in. Let's just pretend that that's the trade. Okay, obviously that doesn't work. What if we flip him? I'm not a huge fan of giving up Phil Pressey, but Paul Pressey. Do I not have another more valuable second? That's all I got. Shit. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, okay, ain't gonna work. That's fine. Is what it is. We'll keep the 10-man rotation we got going. Nupo will be back soon. Okay. Yeah, trade these 3 second-round picks for a player. I don't want my guys back. I'm good. Well, I did all those trades for nothing, but it's okay. Oh, actually, do I want to explore a trademark for? Did I just sim the day? All right, whatever. We're winning 34 games. We'll be fine. It don't matter. Um, if we get to the finals, I'll jump in the last game. If not, then whatever the potential last game is, I'll jump in just to get some gameplay. Because obviously this team's fun. It doesn't matter. It's the last year. We can just ball. We lose 2 games in a row to the Bullets and the Nuggets. We won our 60 games at the very least. That's cool. Bernard King will be back in like a week. It says day to day, but I'm gonna call it a week. It's fine. Just so many players aren't tired for the playoffs. Let's just make it a 15-man depth chart. Let's just let everybody play. Just so none of our guys are super tired. We take another Cleveland. It's okay. Take an L to the Nets. We just hate playing on, what is this, Friday? Is it a Friday game? Okay, we really hate playing on Friday. Beat the Celtics, beat the Bullets. Akeem Olajuwon gets drafted by the Bulls and puts up 28 and 17 a game. Phenomenal. So we're going to have to get past Hakeem Olajuwon putting up 28 and 18 a game. Cool. Brad Daugherty, Rookie of the Year. 14 and 11 a game. Not bad. Purvis Short, we had an opportunity to get him. He put up 22 points per game off the bench. Akeem is your depoy. Makes sense. 3.5 blocks and 1.5. Would have been cool to have Akeem, but we have Ralph Sampson, so it doesn't really matter. They have Jerome Kersey, Don Nelson, who is not a real person, but hey, thank you for being my coach of the year. Bob Phillips, executive of the year. I'm not gonna change it. I just want to see how high Michael Jordan was. Honestly, looking at how many guys were probably better. Dominic Wilkins put up 33 points per game. Larry Bird put up 29 points per game. Yeah, yeah, no, Michael Jordan definitely should have won the award. I just want to see how high up he would be. That's Moses Malone, Karl Malone, Terry Cummings. Mm, okay, now we're not actually gonna rock a 15-man rotation for the playoffs. We'll rock a 10-man rotation for the playoffs. Yeah, we don't need to play Ron Anderson, who we just picked up, or Bryce Eaton, who I think we also just picked up. Alright, alright, Jordan, what we got? 22 points per game. Nice. Okay. We beat the Nets every single game in the regular season. I wouldn't imagine that they would be a problem. They got, I believe, a young Scott Skiles. They have Scott Skiles, Otis Birdsong, Tony Campbell, Buck Williams. I like Buck Williams and Daryl Dobbins. Um, why is Kenny Walker starting over Cliff? You know what? I don't even care. Okay, easy series. The Bulls lose to the Celtics, so I'm presuming Bird is going to be a problem for us. But we'll see when we get there. But let's get Terry Porter, Jeff Malone, Eddie A. Johnson, Michael Cage, and Jeff Ruland. Okay. We're still presumably healthy, pulling up strong. I think we'll be fine. Okay, we lost a game. Okay, cool. So now we get to go up against Larry Bird. They have Quinn Buckner, Dennis Johnson, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish. So the center matchup is pretty even. They have the advantage of power forward. They have the advantage of small forward. We have the advantage of the guard position. This is a game where you want Sidney Moncrief to kind of go off because he doesn't have nearly as much competition. Okay. I will play this. I will watch this game by game because if there's an opportunity to jump in, I might do it. Because this is the team right now that I think could beat us. Wow. Really good fourth quarter, but unfortunately it doesn't matter. Okay, nice little comeback. A very nice comeback. Woo! Oh. Bernard King's tired. It's not the time to adjust the lineup yet. Okay, it's gonna be us and the Lakers. Magic Johnson, Byron Scott, Michael Cooper, James Worthy, and then old Kareem. A Kareem. A Kareem revenge game. It's not a revenge game. He asked for a trade. The Bucks traded him to the Lakers. But Ralph Sampson pretty has the advantages right now. James Worthy is going to be able to shoot from distance and be way more athletic, so Cliff Robinson has a disadvantage there. Bernard King's a better scorer. Jordan's better than Scott, and Magic Johnson's a beast. So basically, it's can we stop Magic Johnson? That's basically what the game plan here is. Junior Bridgman, I'm gonna give you like 5 minutes a game. Manute, I'm gonna give you like 13 minutes a game. Prezi, you can play your 23. Cliff, I'm gonna drop you to like 20 minutes a game. Give a little extra minutes to Ralph Sampson, extra minutes to Kenny Walker, who's actually going to be playing the 4 over Cliff Robinson. Bernard King, get your minutes up. Sidney Moncrief, get your minutes up. Okay, let's see. Let's see how we do. Okay. Very good. Okay. Very good. I would like to make sure it's a 12-minute quarters game. Okay, oh, that's at 50. That's good. I'll do superstars. I'm not in the mood for playing Hall of Fame. I already know I'm not that good. Alright, let's jump into this. See if we can get a win. I'll play the fourth quarter, or at least part of the fourth quarter at the very least. Because I got like a bunch of other franchises. Yeah, like it's a blowout. I'll play the last 5 minutes. I think if it's a blowout, I don't really want to play the full quarter. Oh, this is gonna kill my Nice. I don't care.
And the Lakers have possession. Here's Wilkes. Milwaukee with the rebound.
So realistic.
Walker's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Moncrief up top. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws.
You know, what makes Moncrief so great, beyond the athleticism, consistency, smarts, toughness, two-way playability, is his amazing strength.
I ain't gonna lie, this is fucking my eyes apart.
For a guard.
Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Los Angeles. No luck that time either. And Los Angeles guys shooting here in the fourth quarter around 41%. They get it back. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Bucks passing it around. Here's Moncrief. Off target from outside. And Los Angeles guys shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Wilkes the pass to Johnson. Scott with the screen on pressing. 6 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Johnson's got 23.
And when Magic has it going on, clear the way. He can dominate games all by himself.
Moncrief kicks to Pressey. Back to Moncrief. Fires for 3. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
Keeping the play alive with his effort and activity, and he can do that.
And he can do that all day.
And finished with authority. That's demoralizing for a defense.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Bucks leading by 23. Now here is Moncrief. Bull the pass to Moncrief. Shoots over Scott. Another miss by...
Damn. I'll put in Michael Jordan. Come on. Get the starters in. Put in young Kenny Walker as well while we're at it.
Moncrief. It's picked off. And so Don Nelson calls a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Sampson's checked in. Walker comes in for Robinson. King's checked in for Anderson. And it's Jordan in for Pressey. Now Moncrief. Count that one. He's got 19.
Nimble play by Moncrief inside the paint, managing to get past the contact and to a shot.
Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Milwaukee with the rebound. Sampson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. King right side. Here's Sampson, defended by Abdul-Jabbar.
That's clearly a frustration foul. You could see that coming by the look on his face.
Taking it out with a foul won't change much. He's got to have a more level head than that.
Snatched up. Here's Jordan. Abdul-Jabbar knocks it away.
And you got to be careful near the rim when Abdul-Jabbar is nearby, because his length erases a lot of shots.
Jordan against Johnson. Pass to Sampson. Here's King. Sampson, the pass to King. Here's Walker. Rebound the Lakers.
He'll normally convert on that finish. The defense got lucky.
And so another incredible finals draws to a close, and the fans are already cheering for the Bucks.
Right, no question about this one, delivering a decisive victory here.
They were able to execute better and made the most of their chances. Fantastic performance from the whole roster.
You said it. And they're going to win the title in the most emphatic way possible, with a clean sweep in the finals. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Jordan.
Absolutely tremendous offensively. Relentless, accurate, on point. What a night.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the miss by Michael Jordan.
And Wilkes provides a lot of toughness. He doesn't mind getting roughed up when he's trying to score.
Second team foul.
And that one misses.
Jamal Wilkes taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
You can tell he's disappointed in himself for missing a shot. But anything to chip away at this lead is progress.
Short. Kick out to King.
Oh my God.
That 3 off the mark. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. Wilkes, no good.
Not quite a block shot, but no question he got a piece of it.
It might not add to his stat line, but the offense will certainly be more cautious around him after that.
Good activity there, breaking things up. Love the activity defensively.
And he wanted to steal it, but still making an impact for his team.
How quiet is this arena? It's like the mute button was turned on in here.
I think the fans are a bit shocked. Their squad got run out of the gym.
Johnson, good.
Now you see him, now you don't. Magic with unlimited moves to get by you and score.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
4th personal foul. The team is in the penalty.
That's good for Moncrief.
For Milwaukee, Sidney Moncrief taking 2.
Moncrief hits them both. Johnson outside to the right side. Abdul-Jabbar in the post. Oh, that's it, folks. The Milwaukee Bucks have won it all. Wow.
We want to thank you fans for coming here tonight.
Oh, to be crowned a champion on the road is something else. To win and to do it with a crowd that was so emotional and so into this game. You've beaten the team, and you've conquered everything that this great arena holds.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for the home crowd. With our full credit to the visitors and the amazing job they did to never lose focus or drive. And boy, this is the moment they've been working towards all season long. And even if they don't get to celebrate in front of their home fans, that does not take anything away from the satisfaction.
And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.
I want to see that Sidney Moncrief tough bucket that he hit. Oh. Hold on. Dramatic tempo. I want to see if I can see that Sidney Moncrief tough bucket that he had. Whee! That was nice. Alright, so in the finals, after a sweep, Magic Johnson had 25 and 13 assists. Michael Jordan had 24. I was not able to score with Jordan, but he had 24 points, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Bernard King had 22 points. Moncrief had 21. We got him to the free throw line a couple times. Even young Kenny Walker was jamming in at the basket. He got that cool little layup on Kareem earlier. Ralph Sampson did his job. We appreciate that. Yeah, overall, very good team. Proud of it. It's going to be interesting. I just realized in the earlier Bucks franchise that we did for the modern era, we have Derek Queen, and in this one we have Bernard King. So we brought a King and a Queen to Milwaukee. Think about it. Michael Jordan, 26 points per game, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, a steal and a half, and 2.3 blocks. Shooting 100% from 3 in the playoffs, 56% from the field, and only 74% from the free throw line. But you know what? Take those. So yeah, that's the Milwaukee Bucks team that's going to win in the Bird era. A very well-rounded team, I would say, and I appreciate that. Just for shits and giggles. I do have that Supersonics pick. I just want to see what it is. It would have been the fifth pick. Okay. And just also for shits and giggles, this would have been the David Robinson. This would have been the David Robinson draft. Just good to know. Alright, we won our championship. I'm happy. Let's move on. Maybe when we get around to the Pacers, maybe we'll think about drafting David Robinson. That's a then type of thought. But alright, 1 for 1. Got 5 of them. Now we're gonna get back to the Jordan era. We'll get through Jordan again, but this time, instead of having Jordan, we're gonna go through Jordan. But this time we won't have the luxury of having Michael Jordan or having Larry Bird that helped us get through Jordan the first time. He's 32 at the moment, and the rest of the team is not looking fantastic. So that might put us in a good situation. We got Shaq, Vin Baker, Garnett, Jim Jackson, Dennis Scott. For the playoffs, we're probably going to run a 9-man rotation. In terms of the regular season, we'll run a 10-man. What position you play? You're 6'5". Yeah, you have no position. You have no reason to play backup power forward. David Wingate. I really need a backup power forward if possible. But honestly, between Shaq and Vin Baker can play some backup power forward. You can play some backup small forward. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not that big of a deal. Wingate, Hershey Hawkins. Yeah. Oh. Okay, my stick drift just flew into a freestyle. Fuck it. Let's get a dunk with Shaq. Oh. Stand up. That's not a stand up. There we go. Yeah, stick drift be kind of annoying. Anywho. What we got? What we doing here? Yeah, I want to play on 12 and a quarters. Auto saves on. Works for me. I guess just in case anything doesn't work. Some difficulty. Wow, this stick drift is awful. We'll worry about that later. Stick drift. Sim difficulty. Play difficulty 50/50s. You still want to start Hershey Hawkins over Jason Kidd? I mean, Jason Kidd is stupidly young right now. I mean, the playmaking of Jason Kidd with Shaq is kind of crazy. Jerry Sloan, I think Jerry Sloan knows better. Yeah, sorry, Jason Kidd. Penny Hardaway, Jim Jackson, Garnett. Let's just make sure they have their touches up. Obviously, we want to build around Shaq. Penny, you're next up. Jason Kidd, get those up a little bit. Hershey Hawkins off the bench. You should definitely try to get your touches up when you can. I'm going to lower yours just a little bit. Garnett will put his up a little bit. Jim Jackson put his up a little bit. A little bit up for Dennis Scott. And then the rest of the bench guys can get involved every once in a while. We'll look around the trade deadline to make some moves to acquire some new talent. Not playing Mark Bryan is kind of annoying me. Yeah. Take out Byron Houston, put in Mark Bryant. Give him 9 minutes, and then give those other 2 minutes to guys like KG and Shaq. There we go. I mean, you give these guys 30 minutes, they're playing significantly better. Right now our chemistry is sub 60, so don't be surprised if we lose a couple games. Once we get our chemistry up to like the 80s, 90s, this team is pretty much going to win like every game after that. Well, the last team had 60 wins. I forget how many wins though. But we had 60 plus wins. Could this be the team that breaks the 73-9 record? We'll see. I mean, with how much better Shaq just got. Shaq was like an 88 overall last year when we won the championship or something like that. Alright, so we're 41-2 at the deadline, and that's with our 6th man being injured for 2 to 4 weeks. So let's take a look at what things are looking like. Shaq's putting up 20 points, 14 rebounds. Remember when Akeem was putting up 28 and 18? Like Shaq's doing the same kind of shit. And he's getting the blocks, the steals. Yep. That's one of the most physically dominant big men of all time. Penny Hardaway, 20 points per game, 8 assists. Like these are good numbers. We like those. Obviously, the free throw could be better, but who really cares? Jason Kidd, apparently shooting too many threes, but apart from missing those threes, he's putting up 17 points per game. He's getting those 8 assists and those steals. Vin Baker off the bench is playing all right. But yeah, KG's putting up around 14 points per game, close to 9 rebounds and 5 assists with 2 blocks and a steal. Good stuff out of KG. Our 6-man Hershey Hawkins, 16 points per game. Jim Jackson still putting up good numbers as well. So is Dennis Scott off the bench. Okay. Do we have any picks to work with? Yeah. Do we have picks? I don't know if we have picks. I may have said... Oh no, right. I said fuck them picks to go get Kevin Garnett. Okay. We got one first round pick left to work with. That's because we just got it now. So we'll move this, and let's say Anthony Bowie. No, not Anthony Bowie. He can't be traded until January 28th. Are we well past January? No, not well past January 28th. Okay. I don't think I can trade anybody then because of when the trade deadline is. Nope, just kidding. I can trade Knight or Bailey. Thurl Bailey. Didn't Thurl Bailey have like a really good year at some point of his career? He had a couple pretty good years. Alright, so we're gonna offer Nigel Knight and a first round pick and a second round pick and see if we can go get a decent backup power forward. Greg Anderson. Greg Anderson fits the okay backup power forward thing with 12 and 10. I mean, right now, that's the best trade we got. Or we could trade Thurl Bailey and 2 first-round picks. That's also an option. And then see what we can go get. I'm also okay with just getting Greg Anderson, to be honest. Greg Anderson seems like he'd be fine. Him getting 10-plus rebounds off the bench. With us, he wouldn't be getting 10-plus rebounds, but 6'10". You know what, though? Let's trade with the Supersonics, because here's what we'll do. We'll go get 2 first-round picks, and then we'll trade Thurl Bailey and 2 first-round picks, and maybe there's the opportunity to get something better. I'm stupid, because I can't trade those picks. So I did that trade for nothing. Alright, moving on. Well, you win some, you lose some. Honestly, with how good the team's playing, who really cares, right? Yeah. Dennis Scott wants to resign. Sure. It's the last year of the franchise anyway, but I'll sign. Okay, I now don't have a first round pick to trade. So that was dumb. And I'm not trading Dennis Scott. What's a Thurl Bailey trade look like? Nothing to be too excited about. Alright. Well, I could have got Greg Anderson, and instead I got nothing. That's okay. Shit happens. Yeah, you could just fix my roster. No, you could just fix it for me. I think we're in good position. We're about to be 50-2. Yeah. Like, this team should easily... Damn, 151 to 8 in this era is kind of crazy. Shaq, 28 and 13, 25 and 11 from KG, 23 from Jim Jackson, 16 18 from Ben Baker. He's kind of playing like the way Patrick Queen played in our more modern franchise that we did. Jason Kidd, 13 and 14. Maybe Jason Kidd needs to shoot a little less, but I mean, even though we lost 2 games, who really cares? I mean, it was mostly games when we had no chemistry. Okay, we still lost to Larry Johnson. That's Larry Johnson's team, right? Yeah. Larry Johnson has like an affinity for winning in the sim by zone. He kind of plays like how Cade plays in the modern era, where like he can just will a team to victory just because he wants to. Oh my boy. Oh my. Oh, we lost to Indiana, but that's okay. Oh, we also lost. Yikes. Do we have any injuries? I mean, yeah, Penny Hardaway got hurt. 6 to 8 weeks. Penny. Penny, brother. Oh, hey, you guys are playing really Not having Penny's kind of scaring me. Shaq is your MVP with 22 points per game, 14 rebounds, 2 assists. He's even getting 2 assists. 2.5 blocks, and a steal. Shooting 50% from the free throw line. Joe Smith is your rookie of the year, who they got because the Knicks originally drafted Kevin Garnett. I traded for Kevin Garnett, and with the pick that I gave them, they drafted Joe Smith. With the second pick of the draft, Vin Baker went 6th man of the year with 12 points, 10 rebounds, and a block and a half off the bench. David Robinson's your depoy. Aaron McKee, who I'm pretty sure I gave up or had the rights to draft or something. No, I just gave him up, and the Grizzlies got him. And then Jerry Sloan won 17 games. Yeah, not having Penny for 8 weeks kind of sucks. But I think that means he'd be back just in time for the championship. Maybe, maybe not. I should at least look at the matchup. Let me at least look. It's D. Brown versus Jason Kidd, Reggie Lewis versus Hershey Hawkins, Jim Jackson with an advantage, Kevin Garnett with an advantage, PJ Brown with an advantage. We have an advantage against all those matchups. There was just no point in looking at that. Larry Johnson, though. Larry Johnson sometimes is a sim god. Oh, well, he's injured. So we have young Robert Horry, Kendall Gill. Yeah, okay, never mind. If there is no Larry Johnson, I don't think we lose. Cool. We actually lost a game to the Pages in the regular season. So what do you got? David Wesley, Michael Williams. You got Scottie Pippen and Chris Webber. Chris Webber can kind of hold up to Shaq a little bit, maybe. But I don't know. How many weeks has it been? Has it been 3 weeks, 4 weeks? Oh, he's out for the season. Tough. Well, I mean, you'd rather have Penny than not Penny, but it is what it is. When it comes down to like a final game, we are taking out you guys for sure. But I think we can get past this game without having to do that. Nope, we lost the game to them already. Alright. Take him out. Take him out. Take him out. Wingate can get a couple minutes. I think Wingate can play some. Yeah, he's a backup too. Okay. Better. 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 Cool. And the Supersonics, I just traded for your picks. Okay, well, Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. It's Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, basically. Dana Barros. I don't know who Wally Lawson is. Is that pronounced Bennett? Or Ben, I don't know, Benoit? I don't know. I feel like that's a French name, Benoit. But anyway. Shaq clearly has the advantage. Sean Kemp's the higher overall, but KG's been playing good enough where I wouldn't disagree and say that they're kind of more or less on the same plate right now. Jim Jackson with the advantage, Hershey Hawkins with the advantage. Gary Payne's going to be able to defend Jason Kidd from a perspective, but Jason Kidd likes to pass the ball, so from a playmaking perspective, I think we'll be fine. Sim game 1, we win. Sim game 2, we lose. Sim game 3, we win. Sim game 4, we win. Any other injuries? Jason Kidd's just a little bit tired, so Shaq. But it's one last game, so we're going to ask them to do it one more time. If the game's close, we'll jump in. If it's not, we'll just accept fate and say we lose this game. Really high-scoring first quarter for both teams, and then we are just simply a better team. So I'll play the last 6 minutes and 30 seconds. I mean, another game. It's killing me.
Off the inbound. Barros' shot is off. Bucks leading by 17. Pass to Kidd. Here's Hawkins. Off target with his 3.
That might as well be a layup if you give him that much space.
You have to do a better job of taking away space from him, especially when he's lining up with a 3.
Kidd passes to O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Well, Shaquille O'Neal is getting whatever he wants out there. This kid, the size and the speed for that size, very impressive.
Now, here's Payton. Pass to Galloway. Down low from 6 away. No good from Grant.
Defense was right up in his face there, and it spoiled his attempt to lay it in.
O'Neal finds Jackson. Now Hawkins, the three. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Hawkins has such an uncanny ability to score. Had to get rid of it quickly, and he did.
Now here's Payton. Pass to Kemp. Will it go? And Grant now top of the key. Nice ball movement by Seattle. And once again off the mark by Seattle. On the wing, Jackson over Payton. Now here's Kidd from deep three-point land and out of bounds as the Sonics gain possession.
Total mix-up right there. They need to get on the same page, in fact.
A different look for Milwaukee. Kevin Garnett
Hey, look, it's Brian Grant, number 35.
is checked in for Jackson. And it's Scott in for Kidd. Barrows the pass to Grant. Inside. And slam dunk by Kemp.
Right now, Kemp is rolling. He's built a lot of positive momentum for himself on the offensive end.
Left side, Scott. It's rebounded by Lawson.
Well, we've seen him make this shot often with no defensive coverage. He's got to be kicking himself he didn't make that one.
Here's Barrows. To the middle. And then Kemp slams it in.
This is what fans enjoy seeing from Shawn Kemp. This big man is a major league dunk artist.
Pass to Garnett. Over Lawson. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
Smooth motion on that jump shot. No problem knocking that one down.
Here's Barrows. Here's Kemp. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Garnett can't get it to go.
The defense knows he likes the mid-range looks, so they made that as difficult for him as possible.
And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Outside, Scott fires the three.
Oh, jeez.
It's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. Jackson, he's checked in for the Bucks. Kidd comes in for Scott, and the Supersonics also making a change. Payton's checked in. Sonics trail by 20. Pass to Grant. Back to Payton. And so it looks like the Supersonics will retain possession here.
Supersonics ball.
Kemp screen on Kidd. Here's Payton. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, you know, he takes the hit, but looks like he didn't get his feet set in time.
Yeah, I think there was some movement at the point of contact.
On the wing, Payton. He's covered by Kidd. Here's Kemp. Off the left rim and out.
And he knows he's got to convert in these situations. No excuse given the limited defense on him.
O'Neal finds Garnett. Outside, Kidd. Pass to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Hawkins. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Just because he's known as a sharpshooter, don't get it twisted. Hawkins is more than capable of mixing it up on the interior.
Now, here is Lawson. And once again, off the mark by Seattle. Kidd dishes to Garnett. Knocked away. It's taken away by Payton. Hawkins against Lawson. Pass to Kemp. Over Kidd. Kemp's shot is off. Bucks leading by 22.
And so another incredible finals draws to a close, and the fans are already cheering for the Bucks.
While the shooting percentage, Clark, definitely played a role in this one. They just had better luck from the field.
Well, better luck because of their better shot selection, Kevin. I mean, they simply outplayed them on that end of the floor.
And they are just moments away from lifting the trophy thanks to a rousing performance here in Game 5. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Shaquille O'Neal.
He's been assertive, looking to score, and the defense appears helpless trying to stop him. Very impressive.
A new lineup here for the Bucks. Knight in the corner. 5 on the clock. Seattle needs to get off a shot. Good work there as it goes. There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Baker, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
A solid win in front of the home crowd. They put on quite a show for the fans tonight.
The fans got their money's worth with this one. Great win in front of a terrific crowd.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Bailey comes in for Bryant. That's Wingate in for Boone.
A double-double threat. Baker is a reliable big man who scores well inside and hits the glass with ferocity.
24 seconds left in the game. Here's Wingate, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And with this last run, they have shut the door on any chance of a comeback.
Shut the door, turned off the lights, and locked it up. Fantastic run for them to end the game.
Here's Barrows, covered by Wingate, and it's in there.
Boy, he sure can fill it up. You got to stay in his jersey. Sacrificing his body, putting it on the line right there.
That takes tremendous grit. Taking charges, not for the faint of heart.
Substitution on the court.
Oh, that's it, folks. The Milwaukee Bucks have won it all. Wow! All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion, culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win the NBA championship, there is a level of accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched. Pretty amazing to have accomplished this goal.
The celebration is here, and this place is going crazy. The bench loves it. The fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those moments these players will never forget. And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.
They were gonna show the freaking highlight reel and it went away. But Shaq 34 and 12. Chase Kidd had 18. Hershey Hawkins 16. KG. Kind of watched the highlights a little bit. Okay. Chase Kidd passed to Shaq. Bam. Little pass from Shaq to the paint. Kidd, nice assist there. Hershey Hawkins getting it right at the basket. Did Hershey Hawkins hit a three? I think he did. Yeah. Hershey Hawkins. Bam. Garnett in the paint. Bam. Where's that assist at? Oh, that's him getting a rebound. Then Garnett getting the rebound. So inspirational. Ben Baker with the rebound. Jim Jackson. Wingate finished at the basket with some contact. Dennis Scott participated. But then looking at the Supersonics, Lawson had 26 points. Sean Kemp with 26. He was a bully at the basket. Benoit Benjamin was just kind of there. Gary Payton got stripped. What a highlight for him. But yeah, we traded with the Supersonics. We got 2 of their first round picks. We were going to go get some more talent, and we didn't need it. Even without Penny Hardaway, Shaq with a 30 point, 13 rebound, steal and a half, damn near 4 blocks a game. 70% and almost 70% from the free throw line. Shaq is amazing year. Free throw wise specifically. I mean, everything about that's an amazing year, but just the free throws alone. And we did all this without Penny. I mean, this team was good, but Penny got hurt. He tore his right MCL, was out for part of the regular season and missed the whole playoffs, but we were able to do it without him. Pretty nice. What historic changes would have came if we didn't win? Some stuff about the All-Star. Yeah, big film. Fantastic. Did any of the Bucks players retire off that championship? No? Oh yeah, they did. Thurl Bailey. We won Thurl Bailey a championship before he retired. Didn't Thurl Bailey already win a championship? No. 1996. Huh, okay. So we won him his first championship. Cool. Rookie of the year at one point. Or on a rookie team specifically. Awesome. That was cool. We won Shaq a championship in the Jordan era. Like, it felt like Jordan wasn't even, like, a challenge. Which is weird. But it really felt like Jordan wasn't even a challenge. Alright. Next era. I believe this is the Kobe era. Okay, so looking at our team, Yao Ming at center, Greg Orsay is the backup center, Chris Wilcox the backup forward for Jermaine O'Neal, LeBron and Rajah Bell, Tony Allen, Michael Redd. We have Gary Payton and Derek Fisher. Okay, we run a little 10-man rotation. Who's our coach? Robert Henry? Sure. Robert Henry, you can be our coach. Use the 0-2 Timberwolves playbook. Why not? Yeah, I like the team the way it is. I don't think I really have to change my tendencies. Just, yep, LeBron knows he's him. Jermaine O'Neal knows he should be scoring. You know you should be shooting. Tony Allen's not going to try to shoot too much. Yeah, I mean, everything's in line to where I want it to be. I don't remember what team played in the championship last year. Let me see if I can see. So for the final year of the Bird era, we faced the Lakers. For the final year of the Jordan era, we faced the Supersonics. So those two completely different teams. NBA history. Yeah. Well, no. Past championship. We beat San Antonio last year. Okay. So we'll see. See what happens. Alright, yeah, we're just going to start 7. Do we have draft picks if we want to make any moves at the deadline? I think we have some. Not really many we can trade. Same thing as last year. We had one first-round pick that we can trade. And even then, let's not do what we did with Greg Anderson, where we just didn't trade it for anybody. In fact, we traded it for picks that we couldn't use because of the Stepien rule. So try to avoid making that mistake this time. Sometimes I forget how like dominant teams can be in 2K. Like sometimes I feel the need to like just go check I go check the settings and be like, okay, I want to make sure I'm playing a 15-minute game. But sometimes I feel the need to go check the settings and be like, okay, this is on a 50-50, right? Like simulator difficulty, like it's not like in favor of anybody. Because sometimes when I watch rebuilds and I see people like try to do 82-0 challenges and they win 80 games, I'm like, are you actually winning 80 games that easily? I don't know. Sometimes like it doesn't feel right. Like for example, this team's great, and I've already lost 5 games. But like, not to say that that means the team's bad or anything. Like from an objective standpoint, the team's freaking amazing. But from the point of a team where it's like you've seen other teams that people make that don't look as good, but they win like 80 games. You're like, how the hell are you doing that? But yeah, we got 3 20-point per game scorers right here. I mean, our big men almost each put up 20 points as well. This team is well-rounded enough to win a bunch of games. We have some contracts off the bench and some picks we can use to try to get make one more acquisition at the deadline. So for the Bird era, we tried to get George Gervin. Didn't work out. For the Jordan era, we could have got Greg Anderson, but we didn't. So those are 2 times we missed out on acquisitions. I might try to get one this time. Alright, we're 41-7 at the deadline. Obviously, the team's good the way it is. Anyone want to resign? Michael Redd, easily. Michael Redd's one of the first players I ever like really started watching as a Bucks fan. So I made it a point to keep him around. Chris Wilcox, just you want a little 2-year deal, that's fine. But let's see if we can make a trade and go get something. We'll bargain this first round pick. We'll throw in Tony Allen being young might make him a valuable piece to throw into a trade. Maybe. Yeah, like he gets a steal a game. I mean, his shooting splits aren't even that bad. I don't really need him shooting. Derek Fisher's shooting pretty well. Raja Bell is struggling from three and not even playing that well on defense. So if there's an opportunity to get a better backup center and or backup three, those are really the type of moves I'm looking for. Yeah, better backup three and better backup four. I mean, or better backup five. A better backup point guard doesn't really work for me. Earl Watson becomes my coach in one of the next Bucks franchises I'm doing. Marquise Daniels in an upgrade at the four and backup three because Tony Allen could, or this guy, Marquise Daniels could play the backup three. 7 points, 3 rebounds, 40-40. And then you could play backup four. I mean, you don't necessarily shoot the best Herman Harrington, but you're only 24 years old. Because, yeah, Daniels is only 24 years old, too. Chris Wilcox, 60%, only 3 rebounds, does nothing defensively. I'm considering this Hornets trade. It's not like the prettiest trade. Like, it's not the trade where, like, you go get the biggest name. But, like, that kind of felt like the Greg Anderson trade, where it was like, okay, he's not the biggest name on the market, but there's an opportunity to improve. Bobby Simmons and Vladimir Radmanovic, that's also an opportunity here. Because Bobby Simmons could also play the three. He gets 6 rebounds, he gets some assists, he gets some decent-ish defense, shoots around 50%. Vladimir Radmanovic, a notable backup power forward he would be. He's only 24 years old at this point. Birdman Anderson, Tyronn Lue. Rafael Arroyo, backup center, Tyronn Lue. Okay. So the Radmanovic trade seems like it makes the most sense. The Bobby Simmons and Vladimir Radmanovic. I've seen a couple. I'll see a couple of pretty good trades, but like this trade right here, I was very much considering. But Vladimir Radmanovic is also 24, and I think that's just makes a little bit more sense. Bobby Simmons can get some rebounds. He'll be the backup three. Vladimir Radmanovic will be the backup four. I think we're gonna do that. Bobby Simmons, where you at? Play some three for me. Cool. No injuries as of lately, which is nice. I now don't have any picks to trade. Otherwise, I would try to go get an upgraded center. Doesn't really seem like that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, we'll just bank on Yao Ming and Jermaine O'Neal being the big men here. Alright, I'm content. We're at 41-7. These guys off the bench are just minimal upgrades, but upgrades nonetheless. I actually like making small upgrades because I was watching a Lions podcast the other day, or maybe it was this morning actually. Sorry, it was this morning. Lions Talk Sports, and they were talking about how the Detroit Lions tend to screw themselves in free agency whenever they spend big money. But anytime they look for bargain hunters, they find, reasonable talent to add to the roster. And that's kind of what I'm doing with these basketball teams. Like, I don't want to flood too many good players on the same team where, like, my best players don't put up the stats needed for us to win games, or specifically in the playoffs, because I don't want touches being taken away from my star player. Like, Braun should be the one doing all the stuff so we win games in the sim, even if having a more well-rounded team is better. But I was thinking about that, and that's why when I'm looking at this deadline, like the first year I wanted George Gervin, and if I had the picks, I would have done it, but I didn't. I'm not going to give up quality players to go get George Gervin, who's in his 30s, for no reason. But 33-9, we do the Warriors record, but with Milwaukee. Obviously, we did better last year with the 75-7, but Braun, a little not so great from three at the moment. His free throw could also be a little bit better, but 23 points per game, 7 rebounds, almost 9 assists, almost 2 steals and 2 blocks. Good stuff. Devin Harris, hey, he's from Wisconsin. 16 points per game, winning Rookie of the Year. Stroll Miles Swift, 6 man of the year. Didn't see that coming. Nah, speaking of didn't see that coming, Tim Duncan, Defensive Player of the Year. Did not see that one coming. Don't know who that is. Good job, Robert Henry, for winning Coach of the Year with us. And yeah, so we went from Don Nelson our first year, our second year, we had a different coach, and then this year we have Robert Henry. And this, I think we can, presuming no injuries, right? Yeah, okay, no injuries. Yeah, presuming no injuries, we can run a 10-man rotation. No reason to lower it yet. So we're facing Alvin Williams, Vince Carter, Kyle Korver, and old Hakeem Olajuwon. Okay, so Yao Ming and Jermaine O'Neal have no reason to struggle. LeBron's a good enough defender to stop Kyle Korver. Michael Redd might struggle a little bit against Vince Carter, but I mean, I don't even know if them winning a game is likely, but if they do, they do. Taking on the Orlando Magic at this point, who have a young Dwight Howard, David West, Mike Miller, 96 overall Tracy McGrady. Now that's where you might win a game, because Tracy McGrady is capable of dropping 40 on Michael Redd. Okay, well, maybe not. All right. Now we're facing not Milwaukee. We are Milwaukee. We're facing Chicago. We're up against Tyson Chandler, Danielle Marshall, Jalen Rose, Richard Hamilton, and Jamal Crawford. Another team that's not good enough to beat us, but on pen and paper, that's a pretty cool team. Tyson Chandler's your lockdown big man. Danielle Marshall can spread the floor with his three-point shooting. Jalen Rose is a decent small forward. Rip Hamilton's your scoring guard, and you got Jamal Crawford for the handles and your playmaking and whatnot. I'm pretty sure we're going to be facing the Spurs. Yep, going up against Timmy D. So we got Brad Miller versus Yao Ming. We have the advantage there. They have the advantage with Tim Duncan, who's an MVP caliber player. We have the advantage of LeBron will destroy Bruce Bowen. Bruce Bowen's a notable defender, but LeBron's just LeBron. Michael Wright and Carlos Arroyo, easy win there. And Gary Payton should be able to defend Tony Parker at least a little bit. So this is one that could definitely go to 6. I think if there's any game that could go to 6, it'd be this one. I could see this going to 6. Yeah, I could see this going to 6. I think let best guy play basketball, because nobody's really tired right now. Okay. We just need to hold off for one more game so we can get a win. With some cast. Derek Fisher is injured. Consider adjusting the rotation. Why is Derek Fisher even in the rotation? Okay, whatever. Is there an opportunity to come back? There's not. Okay, comes down to Game 7. Wait, did I not just put you on an 8-team rotation? Why was that even? Why was Derek Fisher even in the rotation? Oh boy. Okay. Try one more time. Come on. It's the final game. It's Game 7, boys. Oh, get fouled. No, I'm just kidding. I'll play the last 5. Oh, I tried to play the last 5 minutes. Okay, well, whatever. I tried to stop at 5 and then scroll down to jump in, and it just continued. Honestly, screw that. No. That's not the way I want to go out. I want to play a little bit more time. I'm not going to do this multiple times, but I was in position to win that game. That's why I'm a little annoyed. Okay. 5 minutes, we have a 13-point lead. There we go. I want to get at least 5 minutes of gameplay in so I can get a decent amount of actual action with my team. I don't want to play 1 minute.
Red passes to LeBron. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's O'Neal. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 9 assists now tonight.
And this is where O'Neal goes to work. The closer he's to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
It's good. McNice has got 4 points now in the quarter.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Allen. Here's Yao. Banked in off the glass. Yao's got 12 points here in the second half.
And we're getting a good glimpse of what Yao can do. He's not going to be a specialist in this league. He is going to be a force.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And the Bucks making a change here. Peyton's checked in. Now here is Red. Out to Peyton. Pass to James. There's the triple. Now Red fires from way outside. The long distance three is buried. And the Bucks lead by 18.
Oh, deadly from out there. Red can get hot in a hurry.
To the left side wing. Arroyo the pass to Duncan. Shoots over O'Neal. And that one's good. Duncan's got 27.
You can see it in his eyes. He is in the zone tonight, scoring with ease.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Lock at 6. Here's Bowen. The long shot, no good. Bucks leading by 16. Now James. Peyton surveying the floor. Here's O'Neal, and stolen by Miller. One-on-one here. Here's Arroyo, guarded by Red, and it doesn't go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And, you know, that kind of defensive effort not going to faze LeBron at all because he's resilient.
Here's Arroyo. Poked away. And here we go. Red heading to the hoop. And James throws it down.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Here's Parker. Following the basket by LeBron James. Duncan kicks to Arroyo. A rebound by the Bucks. Red's got his 5th rebound in this one. And a wide open look for James. Sinks the triple. LeBron's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Already showing signs. James has the potential, I think, to develop that catch-and-shoot jumper to where it's a lethal weapon.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for the Bucks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
They're going to close out a remarkable and dramatic NBA Finals with a tremendous win here in Game 7.
And while the series itself was dramatic, they didn't want any drama here in Game 7. They wanted to seal the win well before the final whistle. And boy, did they do it. A clutch performance on the biggest stage in basketball. Just a fantastic way to clinch that NBA championship.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
What's left to say about his performance? I mean, the fans definitely got their money's worth.
Now here's Parker. Second shot opportunity, and Duncan finishes inside. 24 seconds left in the fourth. For 3, Radmanovic. Rebounded by Bowen. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
3, good.
Seems like somebody's got eyes in the back of their head. Great vision there on that one.
Simmons fires. No good again that time. Oh, that's it, folks. The Milwaukee Bucks have won it all. Wow! All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion, culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win
the NBA championship. There is a level of accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched. But pretty amazing to have accomplished this goal.
The celebration is here, and this place is going crazy. The bench loves it. The fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those moments these players will never forget. And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.
Thing is awesome. Alright, come back to that later. Okay. So we win another championship. LeBron, the GOAT, little 35, 6, and 9, easy. Yao Ming had 30 and 12. Gary Payne 16. Michael Redd, it was fun using him, hitting those threes. Jermaine O'Neal got his little bucket too. I missed an open three with Vladimir Radmanovich, but that's okay. I also missed an open three with Bobby Simmons. I also missed an open three with Derek Fisher. I missed a lot of open shots. But that's okay. Tony Allen, he's just there for the defense. You gotta steal that game. Michael Redd had 5 steals. 14, 5, 4, and 5 steals. Wow. Credit to Michael Redd for that. Michael Ola with Candy. Interesting. Tim Duncan, 29, 16, 2 with 5 blocks. Tony Parker was a nice little point guard for them. The rest of their roster just wasn't up to par, but they had a really good team, at least with their 2 stars. Their little tandem right there. LeBron, 31, 6, 8, 2 and 2 essentially. 15% from 3. Okay, well, at least he scored at the basket pretty easily. So we faced the Lakers, the Supersonics, and the Spurs so far in the championship. Just for Robert Hammond would have had no lottery pick. Okay. And the Supersonics once again show up. Interesting. But yeah, no, cool. This would have been a cool team to run it back with if I was doing multiple years. This is a team, like a lot of these teams that I'm built are not like 1-year win teams. They're teams that could potentially have had a dynasty, but I'm not really interested in making dynasties, especially ones that aren't, real or gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done so many 2K franchises back in the day where I won like 13, 14, 15 championships with a team, and quite honestly, as fun as they were, I like creating new teams. I like rebuilding. I like general management. I like trying to do other things than just say a team is dominant. You know what I'm saying? And I think for me, that's why I don't really care to do dynasty builds anymore. Because all these teams full of young players are always going to get better. You're going to re-sign them. You're going to have to get rid of a guy every once in a while, bring in some new players. It's going to be like the same in and out strategy for years to come to win the championship, and it works, but it's not something I care to do right now. But anyway, this variant of the Bucks has the Milwaukee Bucks team that actually won the championship. It's got Brook Lopez. It's got John Henson wasn't there, but it's got Brook Lopez, Giannis, Middleton, and Drew Holiday all on the same team. I guess I could go find PJ Tucker somewhere, but that's something we'll worry about later. But yeah, I want to make sure that Freak Time gets to play a good amount. Damian Lillard, Drew Holiday, J.R. Smith, Kyrie, a lot of guys to get involved on this team for sure. Let's just make sure the main 10 are playing. For Avery Johnson's going to be our coach. Jokic, yep. Taj Gibson, Henson. In case of injuries, we have a lot of big men on the bench. Mo Spates will be the guy we move on from at the trade deadline. If there is the option to go get somebody, AD definitely should be taking his touches. I'm going to lower his touches a little bit, though. Like Kyrie, we know how much of a beast, even in the current sim, Kyrie is a beast. And as our 94 overall player, I want to make sure that he is aggressively taking those shots. Tyrese Thomas, we'll put down his splits just a little bit, but make sure he gets involved when he can. Chris Middleton, get involved when he can. JR, get involved when you can. Giannis, definitely get involved when you can. Drew Holiday, don't be afraid to get involved. Much. I don't really care if you do too much. Your rookie year, you're kind of just here to be here at this point. But to start off the year, cool. The first team we lose to is the Timberwolves. Is that a Kevin Love led Timberwolves? Kevin Love and Kemba Walker. 89 overall, Kemba Walker putting up 28 points per game. Kevin Love 20 and 12. Okay. And a young Harrison Barnes. Interesting. Okay. No, we're not training Tyrus Thomas. There's not many opportunities where you have a world where you build around a team where Tyrus Thomas is a beast player for your squad. Um, I think I've made this point earlier, but especially when 2K27 comes out and you're doing current team rebuilds, you're going to be building around the same young cores in the league as opposed to going back in the day and building around different talents like this. I don't care if Timothy Mozgov's an 83. I don't want him. We are struggling a little bit. I mean, 13 and 5 is obviously a good record, but it feels like the team is losing more games than they should. We lost the Kings and the Jazz. Is telling Kyrie Irving to shoot a bad thing? What playbook is Avery Johnson running? That's a question I'd like to know. An all-star playbook. Very, very interesting. Okay, you need to stop. Stop it. Damn it. No 12s, no 15s, no 14s. Don't do that. I mean, we're still winning, so I'm not really considering changing the playbooks or anything yet. I might change the playbook at some point because we are struggling to win games. On pen and paper, this is a team that I thought would have been more dominant than that Shaq team, to be honest. Because like the bench has all 80 overalls. Who'd be going up against 70 overall bench players? The best players on our team are 90s because we got Kyrie and AD. If there's any game this year where we put up over 150 points, I'll take a look at the stat sheet. We had 143 against the Pistons. So far, I think that's the best game this year we've had. But I've also been in and off of looking. Yeah, let's just take a look. What's a 140 point game look like? Let's take a little look here. Kyrie 36, Dame 32, Tyrese Thomas 18 and 12. Even Giannis gets a little 13 points, gets a little action in there. Ronnie Stuckey's been pretty good in this version of the franchise, putting up 20 points per game quite consistently. Good old Rodney Stuckey. Anyway. Anyone pissed off at me? No. Just some guys who kind of wish they got a little bit more touches. Fair enough. Maybe Mo Spates. I might look to trade Mo Spates. No disrespect to Mo Spates, but in the world where we're trying to make sure we win, I don't really need any more depth on the roster. Anything depth related doesn't really matter to me at this point. But if any of my guards get injured, Giannis just becomes a point guard. So I guess it really doesn't matter. I'm like debating getting another guard. There's no point in me bringing back Larry Sanders to win a championship because he's not going to play. Shannon Brown and Brandon Bass. Shannon Brown's kind of cool. Binu Udrich. George Wells. Damari Carroll. Oh, I haven't seen Damari Carroll in a minute. James Johnson. Tough guy, James Johnson. Gerald Jennings. Nah, alright, I guess we'll stick with the team we have. Any contract extensions? Tyrese Thomas, yep. 12 million a year, bet, easy. Brook Lopez, 10 million a year, easy. Alright, cool. So, another year where we're just gonna sim. We'll change the shot tendencies of some of our guys in the playoffs if it really is making a difference, because maybe we just need AD to just be that big man that takes the ball and just scores, rather than us trying to get everybody else involved all the time. A Depop update. What's up, Depop? keep cash from your closet. There are no selling fees on Depop. Yes, I'm quite aware of that. Oh yeah, I saved. I bought another 4. Yeah, it was a woodchuck drink. That's what that was from. So is that a yes? We do the gym. Yeah, I don't see why not. All right. We win 69 games. We win a funny number. Lovely. Derrick Rose, 30 points per game. We're going to have to deal with that. Zach LaVine's your rookie of the year, putting up 20 points per game on the mound. Dennis Schroeder's a 6th man of the year, putting up 20 points per game. So you have the Depoy and 6th man of the year. I don't know why you're shooting threes, but you're shooting 12%. Giannis is your most improved with 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a block off the bench, shooting 34% from 3. Ooh. Avery Johnson, 69 wins. Love to see it. So the Hornets in this world don't have Kemba Walker, so that's interesting. The Timberwolves have Kemba Walker. So what's on the Hornets at this point? Tony Roten, 92 overall, Klay Thompson, Charlie Villanueva, and Pete Gill. If Klay Thompson alone beats our team, I will be incredibly disappointed. Okay. Now we have to go on against Derrick Rose, though. Now that's going to be a little troublesome. Derrick Rose versus Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is going to get crushed. Kyrie Irving has the advantage. Giannis, just because of his size, might have the advantage. Tyrese Thomas has the advantage, and AD has the advantage. All right, we'll see him game by game in case, because the Bulls. I wouldn't be surprised if Derrick Rose takes a game or two. Quite honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he took multiple games. I don't know why Chris Middleton is down in overall, but he is. Drew Holiday being injured sucks. You know, I know Dame's on fire, but it might be a better idea to stick Giannis on Derrick Rose because of the size. Giannis is more likely to stop him at the basket. But we only lost by 6 points. So there's also just a world where I just say, fuck it, and let them both play. Okay. Jokic is on fire, apparently. Oh, boy. Yep, lost another game to the Bulls. Okay. This is where positionless basketball is going to come into play, and it's going to look stupid, and I do not care. Okay, stop changing my freaking shit. Stupid stick drift. Stop it. Stop it. No. No. No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Mistakes were made. Hold on. Kyrie, go back to playing the 2, please. Lillard, go back to playing the 1. Okay. Giannis. Dude. Stop. Stop doing that. Okay. Do that. Yup. And now I'm doing this. I know it's questionable. I'm doing questionable shit. Sometimes you gotta do some questionable shit. Helps you win championships. Sure. Doing that. Now, I need my guards to be a little bit more okay with not being the main scorers. I need AD to do a little bit more of the scoring. Okay. Let's see how this works. I have a feeling that this might be better. Okay, my feeling was very inaccurate. Okay, the feeling may or may not be mutual. Okay, we'll jump in down by 6. That's fine.
The Bucks working the ball around. Holiday, the pass to Smith. And here is Davis. Oh, Davis down low.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Let's see. What can we do here? Lillard, Irving, Giannis, Thomas, AD.
Joakim Noah is checked in for the Bulls. Dang comes in for Fox. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Damian Lillard comes in for Drew Holiday. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Here's Rose, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Rose attacking. Sweet little floater. Rose has got 13 points now in the quarter.
You know, this is what Rose does best to me, guys. A scorer who attacks on offense with unbridled ferocity.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Lillard against Rose. Shot clock at 6. Noah with a screen on Lillard. Rose can't hit.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Giannis kicks to Lillard. Thomas a screen. Shoots the three. The offensive rebound. Davis the pass to Irving. And another shot. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just...
I feel like my stick keeps making me move when I don't want to. Like, I'm trying to shoot a stand shot, and he's just kind of, like, not doing it. So I watch him, like, move, and then I underhold the button. So I want to pass, and then he doesn't pass. It happens. But you know what? So the plan is for AD to watch the paint, because Derrick Rose is going to just drive to the basket, so we'll watch the paint. Get stops on Derrick Rose, score, make comeback.
2 points on the bucket from Anthony Davis.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from him. He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down. Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Irving fires. The three goes down.
Sinking 4 or 5 shots, he's giving it all. He's giving his all here in the fourth.
Now Rose. Noah the screen. He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
And this is how aggressive Noah can be. When he senses an opportunity to finish it, he goes for it.
Davis setting the pick for Irving. Big-time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Getting after it. This is the kind of play you want from Davis night after night.
Now here's Rose. On deep. And it's good.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Antetokounmpo rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
So tough stopping Antetokounmpo. Not just the length, but he plays with passion you don't often see.
Now here's Rose. Thomas pulls it down.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball. They were all over.
So encouraging to see Giannis in attack mode like this, getting it done on the offensive end.
Here is Rose. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Train from outside.
Great respect for how Rose raises his level of play in the biggest moments.
Milwaukee's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Giannis, automatic inside.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness. When Joakim Noah is allowed to heat up, this is what you get.
Now Davis. Lillard left side. Here's Davis.
Watch out. Anthony Davis is caught 5.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Guys, what are their best options now?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly. Wow, did he time up that block? Strong defense at the rim.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Davis with a screen on Rose. Onto the Kumbo. The putback saves him with the putback.
Anthony Davis showing you he's in control when the spotlight is on.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that hole?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Rose in the post. Covered by Lillard. Lets loose a 3. Takes the 3. The 3 is off. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. This was a crucial game for him, tying up the series at 2 apiece, Greg. A huge accomplishment.
And this series, I think, hinged on who picked up Game 4, Kevin. I mean, now it's a 3-game series, and anything can happen.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later on.
I have a feeling facing this Bulls team is going to be harder than facing any team in the freaking West. I have a feeling. Actually, that Thunder team might be annoying. Actually, that Mavs team also might be annoying. Also, wait, is that a LeBron James Heat team? Oh, actually, yeah. Okay. There's like 30 other hard teams to beat. Alright, what do we do here? Who's out of the rotation? Drew Holiday? Okay, fuck it. Just run a 9-man then. Drew Holiday's going to be injured. Giannis can play a little bit of point guard. Let's hope this works out. At the very least, hopefully they can keep it a close game. Yeah, I'm cool with winning. I like winning. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. That's what I want to see. The closeouts. Let's close it out. Let's beat the Bulls. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ooh, okay. Crazy third quarter where they just absolutely blow the game. Derrick Rose had 29, 21 from Dane Tiggs. Noah Will 13-13. Damian Lillard 23-9 and a steal, 3 for 5 from 3. Brook Lopez had 19, AD had 18-18. Tyrese Thomas only 5 rebounds, but whatever. Irving had 11 assists. Giannis with a 5-7, 1 and 2. Probably got switched on to point guard a couple times. Struggled at the basket. I guess against Joakim Noah, I'm assuming. Works for me. Come on, Nets. Come on, Nets. You know you want it. I don't even know who's on the Nets right now, but Nets, you know you want it. Oh my god. Okay. LeBron lost to the Nets. Who's on the Nets? Bradley Beal and Brandon Jennings? And Derek Favors? Huh. Can I go see that Nets team real quick? So hold on. Okay, so you guys had Braun, Wade, Bosch, and then like okay, that was your big three. Cool, cool, cool. The Nets have Antonis Pastaganoulis at point guard, Bradley Beal, Derek Favors, Brandon Jennings, Johan Petros injured, Anthony Randolph. I mean, considering the fact that I'm assuming this point guard is kind of be like Derrick Rose a little bit and make my life hard. I'm presuming, because otherwise I have no idea how they lost that team. Otherwise, either honestly, I'd love to face the Kings. That'd be phenomenal. Okay, we did lose a game to them, so I should not say anything. I should never talk shit again. Just stop playing injured Drew Holiday. Just fuck it. Just run an 8-man rotation. I don't even care. Because he's been hurt the entire playoff series, and we keep playing him for whatever purpose. Yeah, wait until he gets healthy. Then you can play him soon. Actually, do this. No, dude. Is that even a stick drift at this point? Is trigger drift a thing? Okay, well, I guess trigger drift is a thing. We'll worry about that some other time. No. Give those minutes to Jokic. Because Jokic's minutes right now are important. Okay. I didn't really think this Nets team was going to be that big of a deal. Turns out it is. Okay, we outscored them in the second. We outscored them in the third. Okay, we hold the lead. Nice. Can we go to the championship? Let's see. Drew Holiday is still injured. Okay. We have a very, very bad second quarter. We have a great third quarter. We've been very good in third quarters recently. I'll give us that. They almost made a comeback, but you know what? They didn't, so who cares? Is that game going to 7? Who's on these teams? Oh, Dirk and Melo. 91 overall Isaiah Thomas and 94 Dante Green? Okay, look, Dante Green was an okay role player once upon a time, but that's weird. You know IT can ball out in franchises. We know this. I don't even know which team I'd rather play, to be honest. I feel like both of them are going to make my life a little bit difficult, so fuck it. The Kings and Isaiah Thomas. Huh. We'll start off with a 10-man rotation, get Jokic in a little bit. I don't know the obsession of constantly playing an injured Drew Holiday, but life happens. We win game 1. 155 to 133. 46 points for IT. Okay. Alright. Nope. Damian Lillard. Stop playing point guard. Just stop. Just stop it. This Damian Lillard can't play point guard for us. It can't happen. He's gonna play the backup too. I don't care. Giannis is gonna play the backup 1. You're gonna play the 2 1s. You guys are gonna play the 2. J.R. Smith go play the 3. It's unorthodox, but I don't care. If IT is going to be dropping 46, I can't have Dame. I cannot have Dame guarding him. It's not going to work. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to let Drew Holiday drop to defend him. That's fine with me. Drew Holiday can defend him. Wait, Drew Holiday's injured. Why are we doing this? I don't know. Alright. Can we score a little bit, maybe? No? We are a struggling team. Okay, Drew Holiday's just like forever injured, I guess. So here's what we're gonna do. Stop. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I changed my mind. Kyrie, you're gonna play point guard. Kyrie's gonna play point guard. Lillard's gonna play the 2. You're gonna go back to the 2. Giannis, you're gonna go back to the 3. You're gonna play backup 4 now. New strat. Also, lower. No, get Drew Holiday out. I'm sorry. I love him, but right now I cannot have this. Not if he's gonna be hurt every single game and that IT dropped 46 points. Nope, can't be doing that. Nope. I'm just trying to win. Okay, that's a great second quarter. That's a fantastic second quarter. That's the kind of stuff we want to see from this team. Cool. Alright, better. Much better. IT is 5'9", by the way. You would think this team would be much better defense. Oh my Lord Jesus. Yeah, alright, 5 minutes left. I'll make a comeback.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the?
I wish that would stop happening. Substitutions: Kyrie Irving, J.R. Smith. You could start Tyrese Thomas and Lillard. That's fine. Where's Kyrie? I don't know where Kyrie is, so I'm just gonna put in Giannis. Oh, there he is. All right. Yeah, Giannis, you're gonna play the 1. Don't care. Yep.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt
Only
about
down
it.
by 6.
Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And the other thing we've seen them do well tonight is draw fouls. Time and time again throughout this game, they've won trips to the line and converted.
Now, here is Irving. Middleton looking it over. Green with the block.
He was not having it. Get that stuff out of here. If he were just a touch more efficient tonight, I think the score would look a lot different.
Giannis, he's checked in for the Bucks. And here's a timeout now from Coach Rudy Tomjanovich. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Kings making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Rudy Tomjanovich went over with his team. He's happy with how they've been playing. He told them, hey, they had their chance, but this is where we take it from them. This is our game and our series. He's got me pretty fired up, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here is Thomas. Following the basket by Giannis. Thomas kicks to Cousins. Green passes to Thomas. Pocket 6. That one, no good. Davis with some nice D. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah,
That's
completely
crazy.
a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Smith's shot is good.
A certified bucket. J.R. Smith can catch fire in a hurry and send the defense scrambling.
Now here's Thomas. Back to Crowder. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 8th assist here tonight.
Boy, I think they've lost their intensity. I mean, the defensive pressure is lacking this half.
Out that one, the Sacramento lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Irving.
And ferocious on the attack there. Irving willing to make the sacrifice.
Thomas feeling it out a bit. They kick it out to Green. The Kings need to get off a shot here. It's good!
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here. He relishes his role in this offense, and he's He's a natural leader, too.
Giannis against Thomas. Here's Green. And he does not hit. Now onto the Kumbo. Thomas. Oh, and the hustle pays off there.
Yeah, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Now Green. Oh, great touch off the pass.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And so the timeout taken here by Avery Johnson. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Bucks making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Irving attacking. And that one is good.
Almost willing it to fall. Not sure how Irving pulls that off against the contact.
.157 left to play in the final quarter. Green with a screen for Thomas. Green outside. 5 to shoot. Cousins with a screen for Evans. Oh, what a play inside.
Yeah, you know, Cousins, I think, is sometimes underrated as an offensive rebounder. That guy can get some putbacks for you.
Oh, contorting his body for the double clutch layup.
Showing his poise in a big moment. Lillard doesn't seem fazed by the high stakes of the situation.
Now here's Thomas. Basket is good.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with the quick bucket here.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Evans feeling it out a bit. Lets it go from 14. Smith there for the rebound. Here's Milwaukee now. They trail by 7. Lillard knocks down the 3.
This team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
He drills the 3.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Green with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Evans outside. Cousins with a screen for Evans. And the 3 misses.
Trying to match 3, sometimes you get too amped up and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
Here's Thomas. A 3-pointer. Good. What a shot. But they may take a second to look at it. Boy, that was...
The previous play is under review.
Initially thought he didn't get it off in time, but it was awfully tough to tell. What a moment.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Just like that.
And guys, with the NBA championship on the line, plenty of pressure in this situation.
Damn. I tried to shoot it like 3 times. The button wouldn't let me. So, I tried to pass back the last second. Tough. 7? I'm done for a game 7. We can run a 9-man. Just put in Jokic and not Drew Holiday. Like, I want Drew Holiday, just not in this specific game. We have plenty of guard depth. I need that little extra big man depth. No. Oh, come on. Come on, bring it to 7. Bring it to 7. Better. That's... could be better. Cool. Now it's Game 7 against the Kings. No. I'll play Drew Holiday at some point when I jump in. I'll get Drew Holiday involved, but not right now. Okay, we can't be getting this badly outscored if we want to win the game, guys. With all due respect. Okay, we're down by 10.
And the Bucks with possession here. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Davis. Here's Evans. Outside Crowder. Pass to Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Shot's good by Green.
Really nice dime drop in there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Irving can't hit. Crowder, the pass to Thomas. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
With the step. Evans kicks to Caspi. And Davis sends it back.
And I know Coach is interested in Davis's defensive ceiling, and blocks like that speak to his potential.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Thomas. Chris Middleton comes in for Damian Lillard. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Irving. Reno Udrich is checked in for the Kings. And it's Evans missing. Bucks trail by 9. Driving in. Machetes his way. Giannis.
That's fine. That was no done.
Evans outside. A rebound by the Bucks.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
That's a very bad game.
That's how we finish.
That's a very
Sacramento leading by 7. And here's Evans. Now Casper. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to squat down that attempt.
He gets it in there. Now just a 5-point Kings lead.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start.
Let's give Drew Holiday a little bit of time. No, not yet for Henson. Brook Lopez. An AD at the 4 next to Brook Lopez. We'll run Giannis at the...
But this quarter, he has really been the man.
And here's a timeout now from Coach Rudy Tomjanovich. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Bucks with some changes. Lillard comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in for J.R. Smith. Then for the Kings, Anderson Varejão's checked in for Green. And Thomas subbed in for Evans. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Rudy Tomjanovich went over with his team. He gave him credit for the defense, saying, excellent job, guys. Really great job. Got to maintain that same energy and keep forcing turnovers. And see if they're able to do it.
Thank you, David.
You know, the thing about Thomas you like and admire, he's an excellent leader. His winning mentality is contagious, and he typically lays it on the line every time he's on the court.
The Kings making a switch here. Green's checked in, and the basket by Lillard.
And let there be no doubt about Lillard's mentality. He'll feast on any opportunity the defense gives him.
Green with a screen for Thomas. A rebound by the Bucks. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Not the best shooting night for him, but luckily his teammates have picked him up.
I'll tell you, we're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Great positioning on the putback. And the Kings lead by 4.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific.
That should not have been early. Anyway, no more Drew Holiday. I need other people in now. Where's Kyrie? Kyrie, you can come in. Giannis, you can come in. Middleton, we're gonna bench you for JR. Tyrese Thomas, you can come in. And then let Jokic come in and play some stuff.
On the offensive backboard.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Crowder, the pass to Green. Over Lillard. And there's Green on the assist from Crowder. Green's got 25 points in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And Milwaukee with the whole
I don't know why Lillard was on Green. That was a weird
new lineup now. Tyreek Evans is checked in for Sacramento. Milwaukee's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%.
Playing with authority inside. Giannis not settling for the layup.
Now here's Evans. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That is a quick move off the bounce.
And so Thomas will bring it up for Sacramento. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Caspi. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I think Thomas understands that better ball distribution is going to take it to the next level.
And Tyrese Thomas with the slam. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Now here's Evans. To the paint and stolen by Thomas. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. A three-pointer. Good.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
The Kings leading. Outside Thomas. Now Green. Shot clock at 5. Can't get it.
He managed to knock down one triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
Smith. No luck that time.
What? He didn't even try to go for a rebound. Fuck him. Get him out. Get him out. Not after that. He needs to go. If he's not going to try to get a rebound, that's a cost I don't need.
I'm on a shot that would have put him on top. Oh, it hurts. Thomas with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Now Green. Oh, falling away.
The post fade feed numb. Okay, let's see. What can we do here? You put in Giannis. I'll put in Lillard, I guess. Put in AD. I want to put in Middleton. I'll put in Middleton.
Showing nice feel for the mid-range. He can take advantage of that spot on the floor.
And so the timeout taken here by Avery Johnson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. A different look for Milwaukee. Davis is checked in for Thomas. Chris Middleton comes in for Irving. And Lillard subbed in for Smith. Middleton fires. Knocks down the three.
And the pressure just doesn't get to Middleton. In fact, he embraces it.
opportunity to take the big shot.
Milwaukee's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Lillard scanning the floor. It's off.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Here is Caspi, defended by Middleton.
That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I took out Jokic.
The shot is good.
Oh, good touch from the interior. That's a high percentage shot.
And Avery Johnson wants to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Thomas checked in for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo. Converts inside.
And this team loves seeing Giannis step up in the big moments, embracing more of that leadership role with time.
Inside Crowder. Here's Green. Thomas fires. No good from 3.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
And this is the kind of defense you love seeing. He went after that block and got it.
Evans against Middleton. Just 4 to shoot. Another chance here.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbow. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Oh, you just love seeing.
I'm going to give John Henson a moment of PT in honor of my boy. I'm going to put you in. I'll put you in. And for Middleton, we'll put in Fuck it. AD, you're going to play small forward.
A player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there now. We still got a game.
Thomas. And did the 3.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Timeout called by the Kings. 17 seconds left to play here in the 4th. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Here's Thomas. Fires away from outside. Davis pulls it down. Caspi gets the whistle that time. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're down by 6. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Beyond the arc, and here's the 3.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And here's a timeout now from Coach Rudy Tomjanovich. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbound, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
No.
Look at what a sniper he is from long range.
got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And Avery Johnson wants to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot goal. That's their only hope.
Onto the Kumbo. Got it. But oh, it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And
I think I got it.
The previous play is
I think I got this.
I didn't see if it got in. This one's over if the original ruling of a basket stands.
Yep.
But we'll see.
And guys, with the NBA championship on the line, plenty of pressure in this situation, not only for the players, but
to take the lead.
After the
And then
review,
again,
the ruling on the floor is
that's it.
overturned.
That's in.
Oh, that's it, folks. The Milwaukee Bucks have won it all. Wow! All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion, culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win the NBA championship, there is a level of accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched. But pretty amazing to have accomplished this goal.
The celebration is here, and this place is going crazy. The bench loves it. The fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those moments these players will never forget. And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.
Look at John Henson. To be fair, John Henson made a free throw every bucket in this situation. It's okay. Chris Middleton out there. Lillard, Giannis. Very weird portion of highlights to look at, but Kyrie, he hit that three ball right there. Yum. Giannis, a lot of scoring at the basket, including the game winner. Dame hit a contested bucket and hit some threes. Davis got a lot of rebounds. Tyrese Thomas 11-13 out there. Brook Lopez got a big block earlier on Omri Caspi, who for some reason was getting putbacks. JR, could have been a little bit better. Chris Middleton hit a nice three. Jokic, good playmaking. John Henson got in there for his minute. Did we could. Drew Holiday got some assists. Nice. Good stuff. Dante Green dropped 31. We held LT to 15, so that's pretty good right there. Omri Caspi, is he playing like part center? Like, he was getting all of the rebounds. It was insane. Oh.
Send you a picture of me. That's Saji. Oh, yeah.
What's up?
The moment of truth, Saji?
I'm looking. What's up?
You might want to see this. I think we had a group chat with Jay a few months ago, so we added each other, but we snap once in a while. He sucks at snapping, low-key. Yeah. What are you doing, Saj? Playing 2K?
Yeah, I'm doing a Bucks franchise.
Ah, you fucking black nigger. Yeah.
Oh. Alright, well, damn.
That's alright. I knew you were doing that. I had to make the joke, and it was just too good to make.
Fair enough.
Bro, black screen. All the niggers. Oh, there's a dump truck over here. What the fuck? I'm just doing the casino. What should I do? Go to free mode. Free mode. Yeah, see if that does.
And I was on the old Xbox, and it said the notification. Let's see if it says it now.
Oh, this fucking bullshit. If so, we're ganging up on Weaver. Yeah, I got banned, Saji.
Why'd you get banned?
I don't know. Maybe because of texting somebody and swearing at them in the game.
Could be. Could be.
That could be one thing. It could be a bunch of other shit. But let's hope it's just subtle, just like that. Like, okay, Colin's banned. Do I have one more heist to do? Or not one more heist, one more. Yeah. So I went on last night again to see if I got a notification. It just said error or something. Go to creator mode or whatever, which is not good. We'll see. What? You're there. Yo! There you go. Let's go. Now we want to play weird. Holy fuck. That's unbelievable. We're back, baby! So was this banned for like 3 days then? For like voice chat ban?
Seems so.
Probably. Yeah, normally that shouldn't normally kick you out the full game. You're able to go into the game regardless. Insane. But not talk to anybody. But. Hell yeah. Now we got the crew going. So we can play tonight.
W.
Hell yeah. I wonder if we're waiting on Weeman. Because Weeman said he got sniped from Florida. Or not from Florida. A little bit later on. Oh, okay. So are you playing with Ian?
I'm just playing by myself right now.
We can chill on Discord. We don't have to play together if you guys want. I'm just doing the heist, the setups right now for the casino thing, because they a little time consuming. I'm like, let me do this before we hop on this shit. Yeah, you don't want to just talk on Discord?
Yeah, sure, why not? Break. Alright, well, it looks like I talked myself into doing something else first. Alright, so quick recap. We won Avery Johnson. We won a championship with Avery Johnson. Nice. We won with Drew Holiday, Giannis, Brooke Lopez, Middleton. So that squad, we win them a championship. We actually win John Henson a championship. He didn't get to stick around for it, but we won one for him too, in his honor. We went for Kyrie, Damian Lillard, the freak time worked out. And Tyrese Thomas is a player who we don't really ever get to know about. I guess this is now going to be a part 3. The first part was me showing stuff in the off season, and then the second part. Okay, I would like for that to stop happening, but it's okay. So that's the team that we just won the championship with Avery Johnson, and then in the final conclusion video, we will be doing the last 2 Bucks franchises. It will be the one in the Curry era and then the modern era. Which the modern era, I plan to make a few more moves in. As for the Curry era, this is the team when we do play that we will be using. It's going to be IT, who we just beat in the final, so I'm glad that we have him around this time. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Tyrese Halliburton, a young Cam Thomas, who we just drafted, Bruce Brown, Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic as a 95, Tatum as a 90, Kyle Kuzma, Şengün, who we just drafted, and then Sabonis and Giannis. Yeah. That's tough.